Blitz. Hello everyone, this is Mike with Bet Blitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. On behalf of the Bet Blitz team, I would like to wish you guys a happy and successful start to our new year. We are happy to have you with us, and we are looking to set you guys up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. Today, we did have a bit of a rough day yesterday in what has otherwise been a pretty successful run as of late. But again, we are looking to set you guys up again with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog and get right back on track. And in our last video, we did have a like goal. Unfortunately, we did not reach that. However, as a gift to you guys, we are going to drop a bonus pick for you guys in this video anyways. So stay tuned to the end of this video for that extra bonus pick. And if you guys would like a bonus pick in our next video as well, we are challenging you to get this video above 200 likes, and we will be dropping back-to-back consecutive bonus picks. So take a moment and hit that like button. Also, at the end of this video, let us know down in the comment section below which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, and any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video weren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below and sign up for the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Today we will be getting into the NBA's Thursday slate of games for the NBA's first few games to start the year. And for our first pick, we will be headed over to the 3-pointers made tab. Again, take a moment, hit that like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and we will be dropping back-to-back bonus picks for you guys if this video gets above 200 likes. But for our first pick, we will be again under that 3-pointers made tab, and we will be selecting Kawhi Leonard for more than 2.5 3-pointers made. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you guys would like to try Outlier for yourselves, click our link in the description below to gain a free 7-day trial. We see that this line, Kawhi Leonard, has actually exceeded in 5 of his last 10 games, including in 2 straight games. And one of the things we do love about Outlier is our ability to filter for game-specific conditions. And one of the game-specific conditions we will be filtering out for this game is that it will be a home game for the Los Angeles Clippers. And coming into this game, we see that this is a line that Kawhi Leonard has actually exceeded in 8 of his last 10 games at home. Additionally, this line Kawhi Leonard has exceeded in 55% of his last 20 games at home. This is including 4 straight home games exceeding this line, and the line that this season Leonard has exceeded in 73% of the games he's played at home for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers will be facing off against a Utah Jazz defense that this season has not been very good overall when it comes to defending against their opponent's three-point shooting, ranked near the bottom of the league when it comes to amount of three-point shots made from their opponents overall. And when it comes to defending against opponents' shooting guards, the Los Angeles Clippers are again ranked near the bottom of the league, giving up plenty of three-pointers to the position. Here's the Jazz defensive numbers against opponents' small forwards for those who want to see that as well. Ranked much better defensively, defending this position, but still giving up a couple of threes. But overall, coming into this game, we do like Kawhi Leonard to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Kawhi Leonard is getting a solid dose of minutes per game through his last 10 games. They're 37 minutes per game, which is very nice to see. And one of the things we do like about Leonard is his high efficiency from the behind the arc through his last 10 games. 37% three-point shooting on over 7 attempts per game. And coming into this game against a Utah Jazz defense that has not been very good overall defending the perimeter, we do like Kawhi Leonard to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. On his career, Kawhi Leonard has been a solid three-point shooter this season, off to a very hot start, making over 2 3-pointers made per game, close to 40% from 3 this season, on nearly 7 attempts per game from behind the arc. And again, coming into this game against a Utah Jazz defense that has not been very good overall defending their opponent's perimeter shots, especially at his position, we do like Kawhi Leonard to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Kawhi Leonard for more than 2.5 3-pointers made. Now for our next pick, we'll be headed over to the points plus assists tab, and this time we'll be selecting Tyrese Maxey for more than 34.5 points plus assist. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this line Tyrese Maxey has actually exceeded in 7 of his last 10 games. Additionally, this line Maxey's exceeded in 55% of his last 20 games. Head-to-head versus the Dallas Mavericks, this line Maxey exceeded in his last 2 matchups. In this season, this line Tyrese Maxey has exceeded in over 65% of the games he's played. Now, Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers will be facing off against the Dallas Mavericks defense that this season has not been very good overall when it comes to defending against their opponents' points plus assists, giving up a fair share amount of points and assists to their opponents overall. And when it comes to defending against opponent point guards specifically, the Dallas Mavericks are among one of the worst teams, giving up plenty of points and assists to their opponent guards. Here's Dallas's defensive numbers against opponent shooting guards for those who want to see that as well. Ranked higher, but still giving up a fair share amount of points plus assists. But overall, coming into this game, we do like Tyrese Maxey to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Tyrese Maxey is getting a solid dose of minutes per game through his last 10 games, over 38 minutes per game, which is very nice to see. And one of the things we really do like about Maxey is his high efficiency from the field through his last 10 games, over 45% field goal shooting, which is very impressive considering Maxey is a volume shooter through his last 10 games. Over 22 attempts from the field per game, which is also very nice to see. And from behind the arc, Maxey is also very lethal. 42% from 3 over his last 10 games on over 8 attempts. We would like to see him get to the free throw line a bit more, but 93% from the strike on over 4 attempts per game is solid nonetheless. And Maxey has shown a great ability to play make as well through his last 10 games, over near 13 potential assists per game, which is also very nice to see. So coming into this game, we do like Tyrese Maxey to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. On his career, Maxey has been a phenomenal scorer as well as playmaker. This season off to a very hot start, close to 31 points per game, as well as 7 assists, which will be a nice little cushion for this line through his first 29 games of the season. And again, coming into this game against a poor defensive team in the Dallas Mavericks, we do like Tyrese Maxey to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Tyrese Maxey for more than 34.5 points plus assist. Now, for those of you guys who are wisely making picks with Underdog as well, we want to share with you a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting, and that is Anthony Davis for higher than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Jalen Duren for higher than 0.5 double-doubles. If you guys like making picks on the traditional PRA stats, but would also like to have access to making picks on whether or not players get double-doubles as well as triple-doubles, click our link in the description below and sign up for Underdog using code BETBLITZ, because when you do, you'll receive a free pick as well as $1,000 in bonus cash. And right now, Underdog has been going absolutely insane with all their free picks, discounted player props, as well as promos that they are dropping as gifts in your lobby on a day-to-day basis. In fact, right now, when you guys play 5, Underdog will give you an additional $100 in bonus cash. So make sure you guys are not leaving any money on the table. We have been cashing out like crazy on Underdog as of late. So make sure you guys are tailing along with us so you guys aren't leaving any money on the table. And again, don't forget to claim your free pick as well as bonus cash if you guys are not already on Underdog. And trust us, your profits will increase. Now for our third play, we will be under the PRA tab. And this time we'll be selecting Kevin Durant for less than 37.5 PRA. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this line Kevin Durant has actually failed to exceed in 5 of his last 10 games. Again, one of the things we do love about Outlier is our ability to filter for game-specific conditions. And one of the game-specific conditions we will be filtering out for this one is that it will be an away game for the Houston Rockets. And coming into this game, we see this line Kevin Durant has actually failed to exceed in 6 of his last 10 away games, including in 2 straight games on the road. Again, this is a line Kevin Durant has failed to exceed in 70% of his last 20 road games. In his last matchup versus the Brooklyn Nets on the road, and a line that last season KD failed to exceed in near 60% of his road games, and a line that this season KD's failed to exceed in close to 70% of his games on the road. Now, Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets will be facing off against a Brooklyn Nets defense that this season has been pretty solid overall when it comes to defending against their opponents' PRA totals. They are giving up a fair share amount of assists, but really limiting their opponent's scoring and rebounding. And when it comes to defending against the opponent forwards, the Brooklyn Nets have not been that great defensively overall, giving up a fair share of PRA total to their opponent forwards. Here's Brooklyn's defensive numbers against opponent small forwards for those who want to see that as well. But overall, coming into this game, we do like a high chance for blowout in this one, especially with both Mann and Michael Porter both being listed as questionable, and for the Houston Rockets to rest their starters early on. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that KD is getting a solid dose of minutes per game through his last 10 games, close to 37 minutes per game. However, his minutes have not necessarily translated to an increase in his PRA total, especially when playing on the road. So while KD is more than capable of reaching this line, a solid playmaker for his position, as well as rebounder, we do expect a high chance for a blowout in this one, for the Rockets to rest their starters, and for KD to ultimately fall below this line. On his career, KD has put up some very excellent PRA totals this season, a bit of a dip from his overall career stats, but still solid nonetheless at 25, 5, and 4. But again, coming into this game on the road against a poor defensive team that likely will be shorthanded in the Brooklyn Nets, we are expecting a high chance for blowout, especially considering how hot the Rockets have been of late, and for KD to ultimately fall below this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Kevin Durant for less than 37.5 PRA. Alright, those are our picks for today, and remember to stay tuned to the end of this video for your extra bonus pick. And if you are new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. And also guys, take a moment and hit that like button. We do have a like goal for this video, because if this video gets above 200 likes, we will be dropping bonus picks for you guys again in our next video as well. And again, if the picks in this video weren't enough for you and you guys would like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Alright, now for our bonus pick, and this time we will be headed over to the PRA tab, where we'll be selecting Derek White for less than 29.5 PRA. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, this pick may come as a bit of a surprise to you, as Derek White has actually only failed to exceed it in 4 of his last 10 games. However, again, we do love our ability here on Outlier to filter for game-specific conditions, and we will be filtering for away games as the Celtics will be on the road. And coming into this game, we see this is a line Derek White's failed to exceed in 5 of his last 10 road games. Additionally, this line White has failed to exceed in 70% of his last 20 road games. In his last matchup versus Sacramento Kings on the road, this is a line he failed to exceed. Last season, this is a line Derek White failed to exceed in 81% of his road games, and a line that this season Derek White failed to exceed in near 70% of the games he played on the road. Now, Derek White and the Boston Celtics will be facing off against the Sacramento Kings defense that this season has not been very good overall, especially when it comes to defending against their opponents' PRA totals, giving up a fair share amount of points, rebounds, and assists to their opponents overall. However, when it comes to defending against the opponent's shooting guard position, they are ranked much better defensively, not allowing too many points, rebounds, and assists totals to their opponent's shooting guards overall. Here's the Kings' defensive numbers against opponents' small forwards for those who want to see that as well. But overall, coming into this game, we are expecting a big blowout for this one as well, or a high chance of it anyways, and for the Boston Celtics to rest their starters and to keep Derek White below his line. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Derek White is getting a solid dose of minutes per game through his last 10 games, 35 minutes per game. However, his minutes have not necessarily translated to an increase in his overall PRA total, especially on the road. And as of his last 10 games, Derek White also hasn't been shooting that efficiently as well from the field, just over 40% field goal shooting on under 17 attempts per game, and right around 8 potential assists per game, which is not very high overall for a guard. And while White has been a solid contributor during his career when it comes to putting up some PRA stats, we still feel this line is a bit too high for him. Again, this season, 18, 4, and 5 through his first 31 games, especially with the high chance of blowout in this one, and White falling below this line in the majority of the road games he does play. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Derek White for our bonus pick for less than 29.5 PRA. We thank you for watching. We thank you to all of our channel members. Again, take a moment, hit that like button so we can provide you guys with a bonus pick in our next video as well. And we'll see you guys in our next video.